Rina here. I hope that you find these stories soothing. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and follow me on Twitch for more spooky bedtime stories. I miss you. I sigh in hollow oceans of oxygen, exhale disheartenment, and I miss you. I remember all of it, knitted into the backdrop of my mind. I encourage my thoughts to drift, to breathe your smell once again. The heady salty flavor of your skin that soothes and devastates my insides. And God, I miss you. I miss you as the sun's rays flood life into my eyes, and feel remorse for how we stood no chance against goodbyes. Lifetimes pass somewhere behind my vision, cruel, infinitesimal flipbook collision, with incidental moments of contentment that allow me to forget you aren't coming back to me. That this was never crafty ploy or deceit, our intentions just as true as not meant to be. I miss you as the moon begins her ritual rise, an infallible angel of unfathomably dark skies. She welcomes heart desires with austerity, quiet dreams that ring with gentle sincerity. Wishes that pry open our eyes, not merely keep us caged inside. The dichotomy between beautiful lies and deceptively heinous human rights of pride. I promise these aren't mere tricks of light. We are mercifully free of constraint in the night. These are truths that stir from buried emotion, a cryptic respite from loyal in devotion, illuminating our quietest dreams, simple or steep, the ones we tuck carefully back under the cover as we drift off to sleep. She seems to hold them tenderly, expressing care with faultless empathy, that way that you alone first did for me. I open my heart to her, anchored face to face, and I wish so desperately that I wanted even the tiniest bit to wipe this heart clean from your trace. I miss you when my mind wanders astray, remembering your firm, gentle hands, encompassing stiff shoulder blades, rhetorically asking those with knowing eyes if I'm sure that I'm okay. Skeptically raising your omniscient brow to affirm your ministry of deducing my lies, I feared once somehow you'd dare challenge the skies. I perilously yearn to memorialize recollections of your fingertips, painting glorious brushstrokes of comfort deeply into my palms and thighs, drawing delicate patterns in skin across the soft temple of your abdomen. My earnest limbs lovingly supplied the unsnarling of suppressed tension I wish you might carry with a little less pride. I miss with a terrible fidelity the unfaltering weight in your eyes, and how they were not once the first to leave mine. Painstakingly grasping at memories over and over again, lest I forget our intoxicating entanglement, forged in guileless sin, unearthed from earnestly coveted permission, to press my soul tightly to yours, skin unto skin. Devotional temples crafted of blood, flesh, and bone. We crash, coalesce in the primordial dance of ritually shifting muscle tone. Melding in tandem like we were made for just this, hearts seeking the reverential treasures, released in each rich, dulcet moan that flows from our lips. God forbid I forget the inevitable apocalyptic first or sorrowful last times that we kissed. Your touch was soft as a brook, purified and lost, carved in the abyss. We were both lifted and mortalized in the sanctity of our bliss. I wish and I wish that I wanted even a little bit to forget the harrowing beauty of your soul, its swaying rhythms bespoken of a divine masochist. I dream of all the versions of your pleasure I could draw out with my heart, body, and mind. If only, if only, if only we'd had one more time. I miss you when I'm feeling soft and aching to hold, to bestow my adoration with entranced fingertips and promises of devotion flowing through my soul. I hold silent waves of lament in each new seedling of joy, grieving our denouement when faced with each softer, wiser version of myself that you may never get to meet. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you gifted me your laurels when I kept mine hidden behind the illusion of another song. Why did you have to be too good to be true? So unbearably right for me, and I for you. For as long as I live, at the very least I promise you this, I will never forget the light breathing life back into our eyes. You spoke your dreams, and they harmonized into a luscious symphony, for our holy grail prize is the curious way your dreams were woven with mine. I will never forget the merging of our wounded hearts, creating something sweet out of individually broken parts, which may as well have been defined by the jaded ring of defeat and self-perpetuated misery. I remember how you thought I was there to help you heal. It's much more fitting to know now that's what you also did for me. Hands crafted for love with the heart of a saint, a Tartarian soul, and delightfully subterranean wit, your enchanting essence must also find the plight and the oppressive trials of hell that let us live freely in the light. There's no just resolution for this cutthroat twist of fate. The only words that could satiate this pain are, "Tell me you need me too, and you understand why I would wait." You will find your way back home to me, no matter how grueling the journey, no matter how long it takes. I will miss you in each space between sound, in quiet caverns where I escape to contemplate. And I miss you in each parting of my lips, reminding me where yours belong. I will miss the way your happiness is bound to my fatal red thread, needing the way you lead me back into my soul's truest song. I miss your schoolboy bouts of joy and the instinctive way our minds, bodies, and souls blend so masterfully. A merging heart connection, we were poetry in motion, art raised into life. Holy fools with damned souls and hearts of the wise, we were sacrilege itself and the most sacred, fine wine. I swear I'd be content to take turns rambling its startling length, delight in simple diversion, or wane together in silent tranquility, each and every passable day. I would do it all with easier smiles alighting upon my face, if you would just come home and reclaim your place. I swear that I could be brave enough to wear the cape, yes, even grappling with fear so innate. I would shoulder the weight, not leave you stranded out at sea. I owe you that and so much more, a truth revealed overwhelmingly clear to me. I could be healed enough to trust, this time dismantling towers of mirage, unveiling well-masked wounds and uncertainty. Or, at the very least, I could do my best. We could put these tearful convictions to the test, to discover once and for all whether or not they really ought to be laid to rest. I know you're not coming back for me, yet I wait for you still, against all rational mind. It makes little sense, yet little else means more to me. My devoutly inquitous love, it is my steadfast belief that you, and you alone, hold my key. Somehow gray is the only shade clear to me, an icy queen to intrinsic misery, an indifferent spectator to else despair, wary and skeptical of bliss. Does fairy tale kiss even exist? The Demerge breathes the apocalypse into existence through divine texts, its will brought forth by those who wish to beseech nothing but the throne of power. Demons left with bastardization of self and an illusion of grandeur. The sentient left with eyes wide open as the air from their lungs is taken by the wind to fall on deaf ears as they watch the sheep led by the shepherd to the slaughter. No man can escape the angel of death. The future written in blood upon the pen of time, as the past is distorted to the living by the kings of the dead and the conquered. May we all rest in the end. Could even gods of earth and heaven above halt and hinder the worldly march to death? With each step dwindles pure and hallowed love, till spell of doom be man's first vital breath. The dying flame and gilded faith of day and veiled night now never again bright shows. In mortal mind and sullen sinful way, by brazen step is found in realm below. Now see through binding dark that growing blight, in ways that will the peace of mortals break, and masked in white will lapse be made aright, till ponds of sins are found in every wake. If ever the dark shall die to glimmering light, then few will be unbound by all this plight. Purpose, treasure, at the bottom of darkened waters, the weight of the ocean, its secret shrouded by a mantle of oppression so deep, where the truth is met by ambiguity, like old friends, reliving memories that they once called their reality. Connections of synapses through the vast expanse of the mind, like a galaxy constructed of constellations of love, regret, and heartache, a perfect completion that every soul dies searching for. Where is my toil's reward? One that crowns the tribulation of life, cures the vanity of pain, sadness resurrected into discoveries so vivid. Was it all for nothing? Do good things really come to those who wait? Forward is the way I wish to voyage, a map of mysteries to uncover. I looked up for only a moment. The sight of that gold, omniscient globe peeking over the horizon, saw the truth where it surely resides, found the gem I yearned for so dearly inside. Excuse me, sir, beg forgive my intrusion. May I have a moment of your day? I'll soon be done, then I'll be gone, and you can go about your way. Me, I've been here quite some time now, seen generations pass me by. Though many slain, they do it again without ever asking why. You may say, sir, you haven't the time, and sadly that may be true. A world captive, and you must live, when there's nothing you can do. I see it now as in the time of kings. I watched new nations shape. civilized than I realized truly they were the same. You see, these kings did not cease the slaughter, though without sword or war-horse. For power vied, many died. If anything, it was worse. You may think these kings took with them to grave ideals of an era bygone, but nations torn knew violence born in the form of an atomic bomb. Though true the masses better informed, I find it's proven no matter. They have no time as they scrape by to tear down the broken ladder. This artificial scarcity the kings perpetuate. It grips the very essence, the meaning of your life. For who will war in land afar if the people aren't in strife? On hallowed ground, blood spills continuously. Some souls protest and dissent. Met with power, a tear gas shower, to be held in contempt. In this horror, I was baffled to find masses going on about their day. But I judge you not when I give it a thought, 'cause it was all designed this way. I thank you, sir, for sitting through my ramble, beg you consider what I have to say, and keep in mind the death left behind as you go about your way. I saw kindness in your eyes when I was just a child, but with a helmet the sparkle covered by that steel veil. The blade you held with weary hands would swing as I tiptoe by, though one day you swung at me, I swore I saw you cry. Who could know beneath that armor dents and scratches did cover? Underneath the tattered gambeson there lied a heart so tender. Time and time I saw you grapple with the dark days of yore. For how a soul can learn to love that only ever knew the sword? So when you let that blade drop down, and that tender heart bare, climb up to the mountain top, you'll find me waiting there. When you sleep, it's like you never cried, breathing soft and steady, wet cheeks dried. When you sleep, it's like you never lost, boundaries weren't broken and lines weren't crossed. When you sleep, it's like you're still there, and you still smile and you still care. When you sleep, you look as young as I, no crease in your brow, no old worn sigh. And if sleep is death, just being shy, is it so wrong to wish to die? It was cruel of you to leave at all, but it was crueler of you to leave and fall. As the days waned and beckoned crisp weather, I wished your scent still hugged your sweater. I saw your face in plaid-clad folk, I saw your ghost in bonfire smoke. There was no reprieve from my grief, for I heard my heart break in each crumpled leaf. You spoiled pumpkins and made apples smell rotten. It's hard to think I once loved autumn, but when the first snow fell last night, it was half as cold and twice as bright.